I'm here with Nicholas Galitzine. Hopefully, I'm getting that right.
Yeah.
What was it like, kind of stepping into such an iconic role that you're playing almost two parts?
I mean, it was the fun of it all, really. I really wanted to sort of create a real kind of different feel between who Adam is on Earth and what he evolves into, and obviously so much of that was already in the script and in talking with Travis Knight, our director. But to me, it was about creating a humanity so we as an audience relate to this guy and sympathize with him, and then giving him the power.
So you got to play a lot of scenes alongside Jared Leto and Skeletor. What was it like, kind of playing off of him?
I mean, he was so funny, that Skeletor has always been a kind of more of a comedic character than anything. And so, um, having to keep a straight face with some of the improvs was very, very difficult. But it's just such an iconic standoff between these two characters. And certainly getting to play the Adam parts of it versus the He-Man parts of it was a lot of fun.
I grew up with these characters, and I went to see this movie with my son this past week.
Oh, amazing.
Um, what was it like, just kind of bringing this storied franchise to like a new generation of kids?
Well, look, I mean, like you kind of experienced it, the way that I think so many fans will. We always wanted to kind of obviously drive the nostalgic part of it because it is such a storied franchise. But also there is just so much for new generations, and I think we've obviously grown up the last couple of decades with Marvel and DC and a lot of these sort of traditional superheroes that we know so well. But for a lot of new generations, I mean, these are heroes that they've never really even heard of before, save maybe you fishing out your old He-Man toy from the basement. And so, multiple generations seeing the movie together is something that we all find really endearing and I think quite powerful.
Watching this movie, there was a lot of obviously great action sequences,
Yeah.
but there's also a lot of humor in it. Were you
Yeah.
surprised at the script and how funny it was?
Yeah, look, I mean, truthfully, I wasn't, planning on doing a superhero movie. I mean, I'd always wanted to sort of dip into the franchise, but in the right way. And so, I read the script and I was blown away by how funny it was. It's obviously incredibly self-aware. It's campy, it pokes fun at itself sometimes, but it's very sincere in other ways. And so I remember reading it and just feeling like I could really play the character in its entirety, both the comedy and the sort of more of the stoicism. And I can't tell you, I mean, we had so much fun making this movie. We were cracking up every day, and I can't wait for people to see the movie. It's not just an action movie. There is a very large comedy component of it too.
Definitely. Um, Last question. What is your favorite legacy character for Masters of the Universe? There's so many and so many
Oh
appear
my
in the
god.
movie. Which one?
It's funny. I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anyone really. Look, not my favorite, but I'd be curious. Villain wise, in the future, maybe Hordak might make an appearance. There's so many really fantastic characters to embellish and move on to next. I mean, I also have a soft spot for Pig Boy. You know.
All right. Thank you, Nicholas Galasine. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.